Hello. Now, if you've ever had a problem with flooding here in your driver's footwell, and you've managed to unblock the drain pipe, which is most likely to be under the scuttle, under the windscreen wiper scuttle, in the middle of your car, and you're going to have to reach down, and it's in the. You take the scuttle off. You will have to take the wipers off. You need a special puller for that. And then here, I'll just show you where it will be. So basically, you need to obviously bring the boot up. You need to take this out, and it just unclips. This one's easy to do. You don't need to remove a windscreen wiper for it. But to take this scuttle off, you will need to remove this windscreen wiper and that windscreen wiper, and as I say, you need a tool to do it. But basically the pipe is under here, so once you've, I did it without having to take that windscreen wiper off, but you basically need to shove your hand in and clear a pipe down there. It's best to do it with a coat hanger, a metal coat hanger that's unravelled, and then basically you poke it down there, and it comes out of the bottom, and then just use some hot water from a kettle to flush it out. I used my car ramps to go under and just check, and kind of use my little finger to just pull out the rest of it, and then that basically got rid of my problem. There are also two holes here and here, and just make sure that they're clear. They're just the scuttle drains as well, but there is a pipe in the centre of the of under the scuttle, and that was blocked for me, and that's basically what was causing the flood that I will show you either at the start of this video now or at the end of the video. So first off, make sure that drain pipe under there is clear. There are guides online, but otherwise you need to take these windscreen wipers off. You will need a wiper pulley to do that. You can pick them up off Amazon or eBay for about 10 to 15 quid, and equally you need to take that one off to just get ease of to just get the scuttle off. If you manage to get both the scuttles off, again I would advise to then put the boot down. I've recently had my windscreen replaced, and when he had the boot down, you could see right down into the scuttle pipe. It's a lot easier than having the boot up and trying to figure out what's going on. So if we come back in, and I'll just put the camera. Now, I asked various questions around the internet to see how to dry the carpet out. Now, my flood was literally 2 inches deep. I took out a bucket and a half, well, a half a bucket even, of rainwater, and it's the worst that I've seen online anyway. Filled up the driver's footwell, underneath the driver's car seat, and in the rear driver's side of the vehicle, the rear passenger footwell on the driver's side. Now, fortunately for the rear and under the driver's seat, it seems to just be metal, so all you really need to do is dry out the top layer of the carpet, especially, well, that is true for underneath the driver's seat. The back seems to be, it does seem to be just a, if it is foam, it's very thin layer of foam. So I had no issue at all drying out the back and under the car seat. I do have a few of those £1 dehumidifiers under there. They don't work instantly. You need to leave them in for about three weeks or so, and then they start drawing in the moisture down into water, but they do work to keep the place initially dry. That said, I shouldn't really need them anymore now, as I have unblocked the drain pipe. I did have this problem of the flooding for about a year to a year and a half, so it's good now that I've figured out how to to unblock the drain pipe. Now the reason for this video is, as I said, I went onto forums and asked how do you get the carpet up, and loads of people were telling me, oh, you have to take the driver's seat out, and you have to take the central area out of the car where the gear stick is and everything. Basically you have to remove everything, and I was thinking, oh brilliant, everything else is dry apart from this side. All I wanted to do was dry out this carpet area. So basically you take out your car mat, and I noticed this bit here, and I was thinking, oh, what's that for? So you just kind of pull it up and it comes off, doesn't break or anything, there you go. Just kind of goes in like that, and then instantly you can see the foam and the carpet. Now what you then do is you start to prise out the carpet from underneath. Just do it gently but firmly. Those two things go together, and then you can start to see that the carpet's coming up. You've got this bit here for where the accelerator bit is, that just screws out there, and then there's another, we'll bring the camera down if it picks up, there is another bit just here, there's another stopper just here that you need to pull out. So let me just do that now. Put the camera back down, 1 second. There we go. Now this one doesn't twist, you just need to pry it out. Ideally get a fork or something underneath there, but it does eventually come up. Just like pops out. There we go. So that's that one there, so that just comes out. Now this bit here where the footrest is, you would pull that up, but as I'm just going to basically show you how to bring up the carpet, I'm not going to bother with that. So you just bring this out here, there we go, and then it just comes out the back, and now we've got access to the foam underneath. So this, if you've been drying the top layer with a hairdryer, it makes no difference at all. I tried it for an hour, made a nice steam room, and it did bugger all difference. You need to get to this layer here, and this is the layer that holds all the moisture. Now there is another clip here, so again you just need to remove it. This one just twists again, just comes out. So as I say, there you go, just a plastic bit there, and it just twists out. As I say, just a normal screwdriver will take the footrest out, and then you can bring the carpet further over. Now this is, I tore this bit, so there's just a tear there. Just be careful when you're bringing it out from underneath. It is hooked underneath, so just kind of run your finger in. You can see where I tore it there. Doesn't really matter that much. This car's about 10 years old now. Well, it's about 12 years old now. But you can just run your finger underneath. And there we go. And then you can just pull it up. Now what I did, now it's still a little bit damp, but what I did basically was pulled it all up. Obviously I've taken away the footrest, and I got a hairdryer underneath and above. And then what you also need to do is get some old towels, and you need to press in to the foam, and you need to push it across, and basically you need to work on this area for about 3 hours. So be prepared to be sitting outside having the hairdryer. I'll show you another picture of what I did with the hairdryer. I basically made a flexible stand for it and just pointed it into various areas for 10-15 minutes at a time, and you need to dry it out good and proper. And basically the water comes down here and it collects around here. Now I do actually have, here we go, I've got some rice in one of those boil in a bag things, just to help it soak up some of the water, and I've got one of them further in as well. Now this is just in a problem area down there. This is obviously after I've dried it all out, so just it's good because it's got little holes in to obviously allow the boiling water to get in and fill the rice. Now rice is a well-known, tried and tested way of catching moisture. So I've just had that underneath there. I'm just going to put it back underneath now, and I'll take it out when it's a lot warmer climate. At the moment it's freezing cold. But yeah, once you've dried it out, if there is a problem area where you do find that it collects, I thought it collected around there, the water, then I do recommend just putting some boiling, I mean you don't have to have Uncle Ben's, you could go and get some cheapo Asda boil in the bag rice or whatever, and then just put it in the problem areas. It just go rather flat, so you shouldn't really notice it underfoot. So I'm just going to put that back in there. And it's basically the area that I'm putting it in is close to the hole from the bottom of the footrest, which is where I think the water was coming out. So while it's open, because I haven't had it open since I dried it, I'm just going to check that there's no problem areas. No, so before, when I pressed down, the water came up, so you could really see that it was still really damp underneath. So again, when you press down on the foam, the water would come up. Now that doesn't happen, it just feels damp, and it is slightly damp, but it's not full of water, so it's not holding the water anymore. So again, that's how you take the carpet up without having to dismantle your car totally. Now let me just put everything back so we can see how it all goes back again. So this here goes back. Here, we'll just put the carpet underneath again. We'll just catch it under the trim. Again, just be careful with it. Try not to, not like you're gonna show any of your, if someone wants to buy the car again, not that you're gonna show them the undercarpet, so they won't necessarily see the tear, but you'll know it's there and be slight of a torn the carpet. So again, we just put the carpet under the trim. We just get it underneath the pedals. There we go. And try and line it up with the holes. And just get it under the carpet. Just takes a bit of prodding. I mean, if you've got a screwdriver instead of your fingers, there we go. It might go in a little bit easier, you can just follow it through. But there you go, it's all under there, apart from this bit here. There we go. Just want to get it all properly done. Right, so that's all the carpet there. Now don't forget to put this bit here just up in the corner. Let me just find this. And again, obviously, if you've taken away the footrest, then all it's just got is one screw there. So just a screw, just screw it in. There's no other points to it, there's no clips or anything. Once you've unscrewed it, it just comes off. So don't be worried that you're going to be breaking any clips, as usually with a Clio. And again, you've got your rest for your accelerator or your stop or whatever it is. And that basically, you just push it on and it clips in. I'm sure you should screw it or whatever, but as I say, my car's 12 years old and I'm really not that fussed anymore. But there you go, there's a way of getting to the underside of the carpet without having to absolutely remove your car seats and the center console and everything. So I hope this has helped. Once again, it's imperative that you clear the blockage first. So you need to go to the under the scuttle and unblock any drains. It's 90% going to be the drains under the scuttle. It's not likely to be anything else. The only other place I can think of is the sunroof, and some people have told me the door seals, but I do have a sunroof, but my sunroof has changed and there was no areas around that the sunroof that had any stains, or it all drains through fine. Since I've cleared that middle scuttle pipe, it has been dry, and it's been some pretty horrible weather since. So so any questions, please put it in the comments box. But once again, oh, and let's just not forget to put this bit back on. So it just, there's the little flap there, just put your finger in, just got clips in that way, and there you go, it clips on there. So thank you very much for watching again, and goodbye.